Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to a little bit more of a special video, because in this video I wanted to tell you how to start crypto trading. Alright, so these will just really be the basics. Like if you see crypto going up right now and you think, well, I would like to try some trading at least. I would like to get into it. I would like to learn if that's something for me. I've gotten a lot of requests for that, so that's why I'm making this video mainly. So if you have any questions throughout the video, let me know. I want to start with a quick disclaimer, all right? And that is that it's really true that 90 to 95% of the traders do not make a profit. All right, so I definitely encourage you to check out whether trading is something for you, and don't give up too early, but you have to be realistic in the trading process as well. Don't make yourself too happy with promises of you're going to be rich. All right, here at Cilinix Crypto, we're realistic. Sure, you can make money with trading, but you can also definitely lose money with trading. So with that out of the way, we'll basically go through 4 steps on how you can actually become a crypto trader, or how you can at least start with it. So let's get right into it. All right, the first step, which is perhaps one of the most important steps along the way, is to find a good cryptocurrency exchange. So what are you looking for? You're looking for an exchange that has a lot of resources for trading, so a lot of options, a lot of coins, a lot of leverage, all those things which you probably don't know the meaning of yet, or perhaps you do, but you don't 100%. But you have to find a good exchange that has that, but also low fees. So right here, you'll actually be able to see all of the maker and taker fees of every trade you make of all the big exchanges out there. The exchange I use, and which I'm also affiliated with, so I have a special link for that. If you actually use that link, first of all, you'll get a bonus discount off of every transaction fee. Second of all, you are now eligible for a deposit bonus. They have a special campaign going on right now, so definitely check that out. And third of all, let's be honest, you help me because I gain a percentage of your volume as well in commission. All right, but apart from that, it's also the exchange with the lowest fees. It's BYBIT, which is available for almost all people of the world except for the US. So if you're from the US, go to the site here at coinmarketfees.com, check out which exchange has low fees as well. But my definite recommendation is BYBIT. So I'll leave a link for BYBIT on how to register for that in the description, and also in a pinned comment. As I said, you'll get a deposit bonus right now, but they also have by far the lowest fees and huge volume in the entire crypto industry. So step 2, and I'm going to try to go through this a little bit quicker, is how to actually trade. You have to know the basics of how to actually open a trade and how to close it, all right? Which is, in the end, I mean, if you, for example, have signed up with BYBIT, you'll see the screen, you'll see a lot of things. You'll see trading, and then spot trading, margin trading, leverage tokens, a trading bot, market things, different ways to buy crypto, derivatives, tools. So we have to keep it simple if you're starting. All right, so what you want to do is you want to go to derivatives, because most traders in crypto use derivatives. And then what I and what most people use is USDT perpetuals. I know all fancy words right here, difficult words. Basically what it means is that it's a futures contract. So basically you say in the future this crypto is going up or down, but it's perpetual. So it has no limitation date, it has no expiry date, it's perpetual, it's going on and on and on. And what you usually do with trading is you use leverage. So if you trade with $50, you use a specific type of leverage that allows you to trade with $500, even though you have $50. And the only way that works is if you actually post collateral, which is USDT perpetual in USDT. So next up, let's go to the USD perpetual. Let's click on that. What you'll see then is, first of all, a chart right here off of the crypto you've chosen. Here at the top left, you can actually pick all the cryptos and see all the pairs you can trade. I have a couple of favorites, but here you can see all of them. Apart from that, here you'll see an order book. I would advise you to click that away for now, otherwise it's going to make it too difficult. So I've clicked that away, so then we can make the chart bigger. So then there are basically 3 things to this. You can see all of the cryptos you can pick. You can see the chart where you can actually do some analyzing, for example. Right now it's on the 1 hour time frame. You can put it on all time frames you want. Basically the time frame is 1 hour. Then it means that one of these candles represents 1 hour. And what you then see here, and this is the main thing, is how to actually open a trade. So to keep this simple, I'm going to go over it very briefly. First, you see here at the top, 10x, 10x. That's that leverage we were talking about. So if it's the 10x, that basically, to keep it very simple, if you want to trade with $50, this allows you to trade with $500. If you put it 2 times 5, it allows you to trade with $250. So in general, it's the more leverage, the more risk. So if you open a trade with a lot of leverage and the price goes down a little bit, you'll lose a lot of money. If it goes up a little bit, you'll win a lot of money. And the lower the leverage, the less that effect is there. So what I would advise you to do is to at first keep it at times 5 times 10. All right, that's still risky, but it's a little bit less risky. And it's just good. And keep it at cross, all right? Don't put it on isolated. You could do that in the future, but as I said, we have to keep it simple. Then you'll see 3 types of orders: a limit order, a market order, or a conditional order. We'll use limit orders, which basically allow you to say, I want to buy at a certain limit, or I want to sell at a certain limit. And selling is also known as shorting. Buying is known as as long. Going long. So for example, and we'll talk about a little bit on how to trade, but for example, if you say I want to buy, I think 23,000 is a good buy level for Bitcoin, which is the crypto we're looking at now. What you would then do is you would go to limit order, which it is on default. You would put in 23,000 and you want to buy long, so you click buy long with take profit and stop loss, which are basically the levels at which you either stop and take your loss or stop and take your profit. And then what you want to do is you want to identify the trade. So you want to buy at, for example, 23,000, and you want to put your stop loss, the point at which you think the trade is no longer valuable or no longer good, at, for example, 22,500. All right, so then you have 2 limits already set. First of all, the limit where you want to enter the trade and where you think the trade is no longer good, so where you take your losses. You also want to know when is it actually good, when will I take my profits? Let's say 24,500. So now you have essentially created a trade with an entry, take profit and stop loss. And now you want to apply good risk management. So you go to order by quantity, which is basically the value of the order or how big of an order you want to open. And you just simply press 10, for example, there. And then you'll see what your expected loss would be in this instance, which would be $5 million. So then you know, all right, let's make that a little bit less. And you basically want the potential loss to be 1 to 5% of your total capital. And with this, if you first fill in the order price, take profit and stop loss, you'll be able to know what the ideal lot size or the quantity is. All right, so that's practically, it's a little bit too long, I know, but that's how you open a trade. Let's go to the next step. And again, I do want you to know that if you have any questions, just let me know. You can also join the Discord down in the description, and there you can also ask me questions if you want to. All right, so the next thing you want to do is you want to actually determine what type of trader you are. In crypto trading, there are a lot of different types of traders. So you have scalping traders, basically traders that trade a lot in short periods of time. You have day traders, so basically you open a trade on one day and you close it the same day. But you also have swing traders. That's when you, for example, try to buy a low and you try to hold it quite long for maybe up to multiple weeks to earn as much of a profit and to, for example, profit off of an uptrend. And you have to, before starting trading, you have to determine what type of trader you are. And these are really just the overall structures of trading. There are way more different types of traders. So I'll leave a link down in the description and the comments as well, so you can actually read a little bit more about that and already start orientating yourself on what type of trader you think you are. And then last of all, obviously we just talked about how to open a trade, but how do you know where to buy, where to sell? That comes with a strategy. Every trader has a strategy which is practically like the Bible to them. You have to make a strategy, it has to have clear rules, and you have to follow that strategy. So what you have to do is you have to come up with a strategy. In trading, there are countless strategies, all right? There's, for example, the one I used back when I traded full time, which is also in the description. If you go over to that and then click the channel Trading Education, there's a piece with my strategy, for example. But what you have to do is you have to, again, with what type of trader you are, you have to orientate yourself on what types of strategies there are. And then you just have to start trying. You just have to follow a strategy, start using it, see if it works for you, see what works in general, but you have to get some fly miles in there. You have to try some strategies, maybe not with real money, maybe just by paper trading, so that you just say, for example, all right, well, I think this is a good level, and that you just follow if that level was really a good level. But that's basically what you have to do then, and that's really the most difficult part. And once you got those 4 steps down, you've actually, you know the basics, you can trade, and then you just have to develop and improve yourself. But this was a basic guide on how to actually get started with trading. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. But for now, take care and bye.